Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with a grocery haul. I'm so excited because last month I did a pantry challenge. Our family did a pantry challenge. Let's not joke around. It was everybody that has to be involved. And we just tried to spend as very little money as we could, around $670, because we still bought our raw milk. It was about $500 just for our raw milk. So we did really good on the rest of the stuff, just buying bare minimum. It was mostly fruit several times, a little meat. It all went very well, but I was so excited to stock up this month, and we have raised our grocery budget, painfully so, but it was necessary because we just weren't staying in it last year at all. And so I was excited to just stock up on all the things that are a little low. Some things we had run out of. Some things I realized I needed to stock better, which is always good to do these challenges. It shows me where our weak points are, where we need to just stock up a little better. Because if we truly had to go a month or two or three without going to the store for whatever reason, I just want to make sure that we have all the things we need. And so these months when I do this is really good for that. It also helped us eat out of our things we just have ignored. Like something gets stuck in the freezer and you kind of forget about it. Just helps us get rid of stuff that needs to be gotten rid of without throwing it away, because we use it up before it goes bad. So I love it. However, today I made a big mistake. Well, yesterday when I was ordering groceries, I remembered my new budget, of course, and I got a little excited and I totally forgot about raw milk. So when I add up all the things we've spent, we are over our new budget this month. I can't believe I did it. I thought I was gonna be under a little. I was like, wow, I have stocked up well, and we've come up under our new budget. That raw milk cost us a lot of money. I know it is doing so much for us. We love it. It's totally worth it. But man, it's expensive because we drink a whole gallon a day and we're paying about $14 a gallon. So, oh, it's a lot. But we have 2 milk cows. They are this month getting pregnant. And follow our other vlogs to see why and how that is happening. But we'll have a lot of milk eventually. So that's the long-term goal. Let me show you what I got. Then I'll give you our prices and tell you how that all went down. First, I'll show you our Sam's Club haul. We got a big box of tortilla chips, and then I got their box. You can buy a box of chicken breasts or chicken thighs. Boneless, skinless is what I love. I got the chicken breasts only because I could not get the chicken thighs. So we got 6 trays of those. And that'll be our chicken for the month. We have a couple more whole chickens in our freezer. We should, if the weather permits, we'll be butchering a few of our chickens maybe that we have here. We have some Rotel. I noticed I was a little low on that, and just salsa that goes straight to the pantry. We have plenty of these, of all of this I would say. We have a lot of it, but it just goes to the back. Same with maple syrup, it goes straight downstairs. Sometimes we just go through one of these a month, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, but we haven't been lately. So I think we've been relying on honey a lot more. We love to use these natural sweeteners when we can, instead of sugar, but we use sugar too. Got some lemon juice. This also goes to the pantry. And these are some spices. I keep 2 of these large spices of everything that I use regularly. Here, this is ginger, turmeric, and garlic powder. We got a couple of these dried mango bags. We really love these. As soon as my kids see them, they won't be here for long. This is my favorite candy. I absolutely love it. Once in a while I get it, stick it away in a hiding spot, and it lasts me forever because I just take a little bit every day. But a lot of times I share it with everyone and it won't last but a few days if that's the case. Okay, so let's get to the healthier stuff. We've got some limes. This bag fell open and one came out. I think it's under the table, so I have to grab those. When I have leftover of limes or lemons, I just juice them up and freeze them in little ice cube trays so that we have fresh lime juice when we are not buying them. I got a couple of things of grapes here. They were a decent price and we haven't had grapes for a while, so I thought I'd pick those up. We got 4 bags of these mandarin oranges. I would like to maybe go back in the middle of the month and get about $50 worth of fruit just in about 2 weeks. But we'll see. We also have a lot of frozen fruit left, so we could rely heavily on that too. By the way, at the end of this jazz, I will tell you how we are making up for my overspenditure. We have tightened down the budget, guys. We are tightening it down in every area. We have a lot of really big expenses. We're going to Kenya with our whole family. We are building a house. We're like really serious about our budget this year, just tightening it up at every area. If we go over somewhere, it comes from somewhere else. We got 3 bags of apples here. and 3 bunches of bananas. I love eating apples with a little peanut butter or a little cheese. My kids, however, they love to cut them up and sprinkle cinnamon on them. And man, they will go through a lot of apples quick with some cinnamon. Next up is the paper products, and then I'll get back to some more food. We got 2 things of trash bags because I noticed we only had 1 box left, which it's full, but yeah, we'd like to keep a stock of those. Diapers, I knew I was running a little lower on those. I think we're working on the last box of each of those, so it's good to stock up. And then these food trays is what we use for paper plates. Love to have those around. We've got 2 big things of toilet paper. We go through about 1.5 of these a month. And so we didn't buy them last month, but we buy 2 often. So we do have plenty of that as well. Just keeping the stock up there. And then we got some paper towels. I think we were working on the last bag of those too. And here, tortillas. We've missed these little tortillas. Sure love these. They're a quick lunch plus taco nights, of course. So we got 5 bags of those. They are 40 in each bag. So that's a lot. 200 small tortillas. I want to be making them all the time, but right now I'm making all our bread, and it's a lot for me to be adding something else. We did get these corn tortillas, which are good for a lot of things, but especially we have an air fryer that we got a couple months ago, and I want to make, I found a recipe for like healthy Dorito mix that you put on corn tortillas in the air fryer. So we're going to try our own Doritos. Why not? I don't have time to make tortillas, but I have time to make my own Doritos. Make it make sense. Yeah, listen, you guys, we have limited energy and we have to just figure out where we're gonna put it every month. Okay, we got a couple of things of tomatoes, and we'll make some ranch dip too. Oh, didn't I get carrots? I saw carrots somewhere, guys. Oh, they're right in front of my face. Thank you, Hope. Dip those in some homemade ranch dip. I have a ranch seasoning that I've been mixing with sour cream lately. It works out really good. Some avocados here, and they were a decent price. Okay, and some lettuce for salads, for putting with wraps, for putting on, yeah, like sandwiches, lots of things we'll use that for. Oh, tacos too. We got 18 packs of eggs because our chickens, you know, they're on strike for winter, which we're letting them be. But we're getting some eggs here and there, and our new batch of chickens that we got in August just started laying. So that should increase soon.
We're getting 1 duck egg a day now.
Nice. Duck eggs are coming again. So. Cottage cheese, we got 4 of those. I make cottage cheese whenever our raw milk is sour, like we didn't drink it quick enough, which is rare these days, but once in a while we'll get to the end of the week and we'll have a sour gallon. Then my go-to lately has been just making, I clabber it and then make cottage cheese. It's really easy. We don't have enough, and I'm not spending more money on raw milk right now, so we don't have enough to like just keep us in cottage cheese, and the kids asked for me to start buying that again because I hadn't for a while, just kind of forgot about it. So Parmesan cheese, got a big block of that. Greek yogurt, this was actually a mistake. I don't know how this happened because I just bought one last week and I found it in my haul. So I did pay for it. I don't know how I got it in there. But we'll use it. We'll eat it up. It's I know because I bought it last week that it's $4.88 for this large thing of Greek yogurt. And we'll use it for a starter to make our own yogurt, but just eat that as like sour cream too. Here's some lunch meat. We got 4 things of ham. We go through about 1 a week, but I'll put them straight to the freezer. And then pepperoni. We got a couple of those for making pizzas. One of the things I realized this last month that I need to stock up on better is vinegar, because we ran out. And I figured it out at the beginning of the month, but I realized, okay, I can go a month without vinegar. Turns out I use vinegar for a lot of things I didn't realize. And I was canning a lot, which I always use vinegar, so I used my apple cider vinegar. It worked to clean like the top of the jars, put a little in the canning thing. What else? Oh, I was gonna make more cleaner with vinegar with my orange peels I had sitting around. No, couldn't do that. So I think I had it in a place that was too far from the regular supplies, so I didn't notice that we were out. So I'll store it by the other things that I regularly check when I'm doing my grocery hauls or when I'm buying groceries, making my list, and so that I can tell when it's getting low. So that's how I handle it, building up a pantry little by little. And I got a thing of Diet Coke too. My total for Sam's Club was $723. Next, I got a few things from Walmart. My son got up at 7 this morning and went and picked up all these groceries, Sam's Club and Walmart. I put my order in online yesterday. I just love that. And he's like, oh, I'll go get it for you tomorrow. So Thank you, Luka, for making the drive. I got 2 things of pure pineapple juice, which I use these. These are like $8 each, but I use them to make kombucha. So I just put a little in the bottom of each bottle of kombucha. 10 tea bags makes me about 8 bottles of kombucha. So the cost of 10 tea bags and maybe like a fourth of this, which is $2, makes 8 jars of kombucha. So it's a really good deal for me to just spend some money on some pure juice. We've loved, Micah and I drink it the most, I think. We've loved the pineapple flavor the most, so we're just going with that. Got some horseradish. I like this kind because if I want to make it the creamy stuff, I just add mayonnaise to it. Some cilantro. I bought a lot of them this time. We go through about 1 or 2 a week, but I just thought I would try to chop them up and preserve them. So I've seen that people do it in ice cube trays with water, chop them up small, or olive oil. I'm gonna try a couple methods and just do a bunch of this stuff. Got some green onions too. We've been making our homemade pasta for every pasta meal, but once in a while it's nice to have a box when you just want it quick, and I haven't quite learned how to preserve that pasta well yet, although I'm working on it. So I just wanted to stock up a little on whole wheat pasta. We got 6 boxes of whole wheat elbows and 6 boxes of whole wheat spaghetti noodles. Every time we make pasta out of a box, whether it's lunch or dinner, we always go through 2 boxes, basically 2 pounds. As you can imagine, we go through it fast. Oh, look at the ducks. Good job, ducks, laying an egg, 1 egg a day lately.
I think we only have 1 female.
I thought we had 5. I've only seen 1 acting like a male. My total at Walmart was $43. Okay, so the next one I'm gonna show you is as your standard, and that one doesn't come for a few days. So I'm gonna pick this video up in a couple of days and give you the rundown. In the meantime, I will pay for my milk subscription for the month of February, and that will be $392 for our raw milk. I just have to give you an update though. They didn't go for the candy. They didn't beg for the candy. They begged for the grapes. Okay, most of our fruit fit down the table, all but 1 bag. Unless anyone get it wrong, most of those apples we do eat plain. Looks good, and this is how we make sure it's eaten before it goes bad, by leaving it all out. All right, I'm back. It's several days later, and I got my Azure Standard haul. And I was just commenting to somebody at the pickup, so it's one of those things you order online. There's 1 time a month that you go and have to pick up all your stuff. And I was just commenting about that to somebody. We were just chit-chatting, and the guy behind me said, yeah, this is my first time. Actually, the guy in front of me and behind me, it was their first times there. And the guy behind me is like, you know what? I watch YouTube, and I watch YouTube videos about Azure hauls. And when he first said it, I watch YouTube, I was like, oh, because I've met a lot of people that watch our channel at the Azure Standard pickup haul. Luka was laughing at me so hard because I was like, oh, I was trying to be like super friendly. He didn't watch my YouTube. He had seen other people talk about what they get at the haul, and then at their hauls, and then that made him want to shop there. So anyway, we stopped by using our dishwasher. We've used it like maybe 3 times in the last couple months, and it's going well, but we are going through a lot of soap, dish soap, and so that is why I picked up one of their boxes of 4. I really do love their dish soap. All of their products that I've gotten, like laundry detergent, things like that, very clean and great, and they don't have some strange smell, fragrance free. I love that. And they honestly work as good as Dawn. I use it sometimes like with a toothbrush on grease spots on my clothes, like they call for Dawn, you know, and it works. It cuts the grease. So yeah, I like it a lot. Maybe it doesn't suds up quite as much as some other soaps, but they do get my dishes clean. I got a box of spinach, frozen spinach, and it's all organic. I'm hit and miss. Sometimes I can't find it in my stores, so this was good. It's 12 boxes, and we do use a lot of frozen spinach in our house. We put it in different meals. We put it in smoothies sometimes. Belle makes different things with it, but we also cook Kenyan food with it, so I like to have a lot of it. I was out of coconut milk completely, and so I got 2 boxes of 12. It's organic, great reviews. I do love being able to read reviews of things, and I just wanted to kind of stock up, so I got 2 of those boxes of 12 here. And that will just go in my pantry. So we did get their sour cream. We've been using this sour cream for a while, and I absolutely love it. I got 2 trays of it, so I got 12 of them. For the month. That should be more than what we need, but I also have some that were sitting in my fridge in the garage for a couple months and they're still great. So I have not had any problems with them going bad, so I don't mind stocking up well. Next up, we got some frozen vegetables. I just got 2 of the peas and 2 of these, and the frozen vegetables are very good. I would say they are heads above the ones I get in the grocery store. They're organic, but they just have a much better flavor. I used to always get my raw cheddar cheese at Azure, and they stopped selling that one, so a number of you told me to try the Sierra Nevada, which is more expensive, but it's organic, raw milk, white cheddar, grass-fed, aged over 120 days. And I've been trying to get that for a long time and haven't been able to till this month. So there's 2 in this box, 2 in this box, 2 in this box, 2 in this box. So we got 8 of them. Those are 5-pound blocks. We used it for sliced cheese, for shredded cheese, for all the cheeses, basically. This one is a rebuy for me. I did the hickory smoked sausage, the beef and cheddar. We also have the other one. I can't remember what it is. It's more spicy, which I've liked too. But I've been eating like 1 or 2 of these for breakfast in the morning, and just in our air fryer, I cut it up and cook them, and it's been a great breakfast for me. And sometimes a couple of my boys do too, so we haven't really been using this in meals for everybody. They are fully cooked and the ingredients is full of stuff I actually know what it is, which is awesome. Another new thing for me is lemons. I think this is 10 pounds of lemons. They won't last usually for me more than a month, so if I have extras, I will preserve them that way by freezing the juice. So lately, I got from my friend Julie Krecky on YouTube here. She was talking about her lemonade, homemade lemonade that she makes, and she uses vitamin C, a teaspoon of this, and a half a teaspoon of this stevia. And so I picked them up on Amazon, and I have been making my kids lemonade, 1/4 a cup of lemon juice. So I use those cubes that I have, like 4 or 5 of them, and depending on how tart we want it, and it has been so good. My kids love it. I put it 1/4 a cup, 1 teaspoon, half a teaspoon in a 1/2 gallon mason jar, and then I just fill it up with water, shake it up, and the iced lemon juice melts really quickly. I've been making it for my kids whenever they want it, and they love it. If you don't like the taste of stevia, you wouldn't like it, but you could have another sweetener in there for sure. But I just feel really good about letting my kids drink that whenever they want. Like I'm not just filling them up on sugar. In the summer, I tend to buy those mixes from Sam's Club, like the big old Country Time or whatever, lemonade mix, but I always just feel bad about letting them drink it all the time because I know it's full of sugar and nasty stuff, and it's bright orange. When you make this, it's almost white. It's just the juice of those lemons. And so I just feel really good about this with the extra vitamin C in there. It actually is good for them. And so we've been doing that quite a bit. I thought those lemons, I'm gonna put them to really good use. Another thing I got is this big box of butter. Is 18 of these. Another thing we got is a big box of ketchups. These ketchups are really good to me. They taste like the name brand Heinz just fine. How many are in there? 12 of these. So I'm gonna stock up my pantry. I only had like 4 left, 3 or 4. We go through ketchup pretty fast because we have children, and this is another one I feel good about buying. Yes, things at Azure Standard mostly can be more expensive. Not mostly. I think I get oats there at a much better price. Like some of the bulk things I get are better price than I could find in the grocery store, but it's all much higher quality, whether it's a better price or not. And so little by little, as we have just built up our pantry, it's nice to be able to allocate some funds to just go to the good quality items. They taste better, they're better for us, and we can stock up that way. And then we're not just filling our shelves with junk so much. So that's why I get really excited about finding new things there that we can use and that are a decent price maybe, and switching to that. Peanut butter is another one I made the switch of not that long ago. A number of you told me that you loved their peanut butter. We get the creamy one. It is literally dry roasted blanched peanuts and salt. And that's the kind of peanut butter I love to buy, but it's getting more and more expensive to buy that from the grocery store with just those ingredients. And so this big bucket, we tried it out recently. We opened our other one and it was great. We love it. So I have another one to sit in the pantry for when we're ready, and I'll keep buying a few more so that we have some stacked up. We got a big bag of a 50-pound bag of hard white wheat. I definitely grind this a lot to make our bread, and we store quite a bit of it, but I just knew we could find room for another bag's worth to put in our buckets in our pantry. And then we got a lot of red potatoes. This whole bag is filled with these smaller bags of red potatoes. These are 5-pound bags. I think it's 8 or 10 maybe 8 bags of that in here. Can't remember exactly, but they're organic. We've had them many times now and we love them. Same with the onions. I get a bag of each of these each month. Another thing I noticed this last month was that we were running lower on soy sauce. We only had one big thing of soy sauce left from Sam's Club, so I looked on Azure Standard and got the healthier version, the liquid amino, so we're just avoiding the soy. It's a good soy sauce alternative, and so we'll just put those directly in the pantry. And then we got some brown basmati rice. We buy our white basmati rice from Sam's Club. It is cheap. It's not organic, but to get brown basmati rice, that's what my husband loves. He grew up eating that, not brown, but eating basmati rice in Kenya. And so I do like to serve brown rice a lot, and he likes this brown rice better than any other brown rice we've found. So that's kind of our compromise there. My total from there was $1,180. So just as a reminder, we spent $1,180 at Azure, $723 at Sam's Club. And by the way, I have a link for Azure Standard down below. If you want to check it out, you could use my link to check it out if you want to. $392 for milk, for raw milk. And we spent $44 at Walmart, which is a grand total of $2,339. That is about $339 over what our goal was for this month. So what are we going to do to make up for it? Well, we are cutting back on eating out, and so that will help go toward it. And then next month I will try to be under a little bit. And we're just looking at other areas we can pull from. It's important to get stocked back up for us, and usually I don't go over, but like I said, I could have not gone over this time, but I had totally forgotten about the milk bill. So I don't know what my problem is. I was just not thinking about the store. I was thinking about the stores rather, and not the farm. I would love to hear what your grocery budget per month per person is. For us, $2,000 a month for our family of 13 is $153. If we take our oldest son out of it, it is $166, I think, a month per person, which I think is pretty good right now, especially since we're trying to eat very, very clean and healthy at home. But I wanna know, what is your grocery budget per person? Just take that amount that you're spending per month and divide it by the amount of people in your house. And I'd love to hear that from you guys. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.